What is an optimal dose, especially with the product like we have? Because obviously we're not doing the 99% of humanoids at upsetting tummy.
Yeah.
So what's an optimal dose for the average person? And mind you, it just depends on your. Today we're talking about people who are average that don't have any medical issues and conditions. If you're that person, you probably need to be doing more and care of your life more, cutting out more things like sugar, cutting out more things like alcohol within your diet. But for the average person, what's something they should be taking on a daily basis so that way they can just make sure they're running on all cylinders correctly? I kind of think of this supplement and many supplements like just checking your car tire air pressure and making sure it's always at the right level. We're not having to go in and change the whole engine out or replace an axle. Like we're just making sure it's working at optimal conditions. So what's kind of a good dosage for that, and how should people be taking it?
So great question. Usually the dose I recommend people start with is around 1 gram a day or 1,000 milligrams a day. So you can split this up any way you want to. You can do 500 milligrams twice a day. You can even step it up to 1.5 grams. So 500 milligrams 3 times a day. I think that's a fantastic starting dose. You could even start a bit lower. I'm a big proponent of start low, go slow. So if you're thinking of going up to this 1.5 gram a day, you could start with just 500 in the morning. See how that feels. Next couple of days, you can add it to your lunchtime, and then you can add it eventually to supper time. But that's usually where I'll recommend drawing the line, is about 1.5 grams up to about 2 grams. That's my ceiling personally. And the best you'll get is when you take this, the best responses you'll get is when it also includes that black pepper extract or bioperine. Those are the best case scenarios.
So for all those out there who are really into taking your health through your food, make sure that you're adding that black pepper to your turmeric in your meals. Make sure that it is the right ratio. The ratio is about 5%, right? I think it's something almost lines like 3 to 5%.
Yeah. So usually if it's got 5 or 10 grams of bioperine per dose, I'm happy with that. Like I was saying, this is not something that we're going to reinvent the wheel here with, but it is an incredible supplement that has overarching benefits, not just in pain, not just arthritis, but metabolic syndrome. Could also help with memory as well, especially in older adults. There's some really great studies that have come out in the last decade or so, showing that taking curcumin improves their working memory. It improves their awareness and their attentiveness to a task. So all things that, when you want to age gracefully, there are things you want to include like this. Aging gracefully is incredibly important to me. I'm not quite at an age where I would say I'm aging, but I certainly am thinking about it. I'm conscious of the fact that one day I will be there. So I want to try and set myself up for the best case scenario. And this is something I include because of that.